So, Unai Emery done his press conference for the Napoli game this afternoon, and this will be a new feature on this channel. Every single press conference, I will be doing my reaction to it. I know a lot of people don't really watch or listen to the press conferences nowadays. They just go and have a look at the tweets for people that are at the press conference and just take the main talking points. But I do actually listen to the press conferences. I've watched every single one this season and the last couple of seasons really. But I thought that something new for the channel, something for you guys that don't actually even bother paying any attention to the press conferences. So I thought, well, let's stick a video out there every week, every match day. Let's put it out there. Let people that don't get to see it or are not as invested in it as I am, give that information out to everybody else and let them make of it what they will and see their thoughts on it. So here we are. Don't forget, before I get into this video, I will be doing my preview later on. That'll be dropping around 9:30 this evening. This video, going forward, every match day, it will be out a lot earlier than it is now. But I did get stuck on the M1 for nearly 2 hours today, so hence I have only just got in and I'm recording as soon as I walk through my front door after having already been to work today. So the work don't stop right now, but like I said, Unai Emery did do his press conference and he was asked loads of questions. Lacazette was with him today. They spoke about Napoli, they spoke about Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, the fans, etc, etc. I think I wrote some notes down for it. I think we'll start off, he started off with our home form. He was asked about our home form. And Emery's words were, our balance is getting better, but not enough that's required. We need to win tomorrow and we need to limit them and make the game competitive. But this is the interesting part. We have also prepared ourselves for extra time and penalties next week. So from that, yes, obviously our home form is exceptional. We have only lost to Man City at home and Man United in the Cup. Other than that, we've beaten everyone or drawn against Liverpool, I think it was, and Wolves. But our home form is exceptional. And the fact that Emery's saying that he's also prepared for extra time and penalties next week is quite telling, because Napoli ain't in the greatest of form right now. Although they are still second in the league, they're not going to win it. They're probably throwing all their eggs into the Europa League basket. But the fact that we're even preparing ourselves means that he's done his homework. He's going to try and keep it tight as far as I'm concerned, and he's not going to do anything stupid if we can possibly help it. I know that's difficult. This is Arsenal Football Club and we've got some brain-dead footballers at it. But I think that it's going to be quite cagey. And the fact that he's looking to next week as well, obviously this game should have been played out in Naples, but they changed it. Chelsea were playing, so we couldn't play on the same time, in the same city, on the same night, blah, blah, blah. So we're actually at home first, which I don't know whether that hampers us or not really, because we're good at home, we're not very good away, so maybe it's in our favour. But I just thought it was quite telling that he's actually thought about extra time and penalties this early. But let me know what you think about it. He was then asked about Napoli. It's a 50-50 game. They have a big history. They're playing well. It's going to be difficult. Standard reply from Emery. The next question was quite funny. What do you think about Mesut Ozil throwing the coat? He tried swerving that really, but his reply tried to swerve it, but then he come out with this. We focus on the match and being together. 3 months ago, these moments happened, but now we are in a good way. So when he says about 3 months ago, these moments happened, did he mean with Mesut Ozil? Or did he mean in the terms of we were losing away games 3 months ago? Because that ain't really changed, does it? Let's be real. But weren't quite sure what he meant about that. But we will see. We'll see whether Mesut Ozil starts tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting to see his starting lineup, that's for sure. Especially with Torreira back and Granit Xhaka and Koscielny. Xhaka trained today. But yeah, these players are being assessed as well, so it's going to be interesting. They were then asked Lacazette about our away form. Lacazette's words. We have our fans there, so we always feel confident. Some days we don't play like we want. Yeah, it's quite often, Laka. That's quite often away from home. You need to fix that. He was then asked, does Mesut Ozil inspire you? He is a leader. Sometimes you do something that you shouldn't. So basically what he's saying there is that he thinks he's a leader. Well, we can differ on that because I don't think he is. But that's up for debate. Leave it down there if you think he's a leader or not. Sometimes we do something we shouldn't. Maybe he's talking about Ozil's performance on Sunday. Maybe he's talking about the coat. Maybe he's talking about the fact that he didn't look interested. Who knows what he was talking about? Lacazette was then asked about our Champions League hopes. And he said, Sunday we played bad and we didn't do what the coach wanted us to do. We are confident, but we also want to win a trophy. So again, they didn't take the instructions from the manager. They didn't see out the instructions. I think we all know that now. But the fact that he's talking up about we want to win a trophy, well, the only trophy we're in is the Europa League, which makes me think that they're more focused about trying to do over Napoli over 2 legs and then trying to do Valencia or Villarreal and get to the final. Now, for me, personally, I think that's a big mistake. You can't just throw your eggs into one basket. Whilst it would be amazing to go and win the Europa League, because obviously it qualifies you for Champions League, and it is a European trophy. Yes, it's not the biggest one, but it's something we've not won. And we haven't won a European trophy for God knows how long. So 94, I think it was, 94 Alan Smith against Parma. So for me, I think that's quite worrying, the fact that he's talking up about trophy. I think it should be a case of balance the two, because we could quite easily get done over tomorrow night. And if we win 1-0, 1-1, draw, something like that, we could quite easily get done next week. And then we have to focus on Watford in between that. So for me, we just got to keep going. Every game is the next game is the next biggest game. You can't have one eye on, oh, we've got to go for the trophy. I can't see that. He was then asked about Xhaka. Sorry, stumbling my words here. Xhaka and Koscielny. Granit Xhaka trained today. He was with the training today. Koscielny, as far as I remember, wasn't. They're both going to have late fitness tests. To be honest, I don't see Koscielny making it. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Xhaka might play. I think that could be an option. But yeah, we shall see. But all in all, it weren't the greatest of press conferences. It was all generic answers mainly. But but we shall see. We shall see what we do tomorrow. Like I said, I don't like the fact that Lacazette was just talking about a trophy. Yes, whilst that's great to get fans up, oh yeah, they're up for it, they want to win the trophy. That's fantastic, that's cool, right? But at the end of the day, we're on a fine line here where we lost at the weekend to Everton and we're now currently sat 5th. If we lose to Napoli tomorrow night, that's an uphill task in Naples with our away record. In between that, we've got to go to Watford on Monday night. And they're buzzing right now. They're in a cup final. So we can't sit here and say, well, the Europa League is the be-all and end-all. I can't see that. But what I do like is the fact that the manager was the complete flip side of that and said, look, we're embracing it. We're gonna have to be compact. We're gonna have to we have game management, etc., and we're gonna have to compensate for the fact that it might go to extra time and penalties next week. So he's forward thinking to, look, this ain't an easy game, whereas I thought Lacazette was just a little bit like, we've got to win the trophy and don't worry about 4th. That's how I see it. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're liking the content. Stick a thumbs up. That always lets me know. Let me know if you like this new little feature. This will be something I will definitely be doing every single match day after the press conferences. Going forward, I'll try and do it live stream straight after the press conference, because I think that's probably the best way to do it. But that might be something I start doing as of next season. For now, just see the season out, do it as I'm doing it, pre-recording it. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, don't forget as well, my preview for the game will be out at 9 o'clock this evening. I'm really looking forward to the game as well. We need to bounce back massively after that cock-up at the weekend, because that just weren't good enough from far too many of the players. And we need to see a response tomorrow night. I expect the fans to be up for it. I expect the players to be up for it. And hopefully we can turn the Emirates into a fortress tomorrow night and everyone pulling in the right direction. So it should be good, it should be fun. And let me know if you're going to the game as well. Leave that in the comment section down there. And like I said, look out for my preview at 9 o'clock tonight. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out my Insta and my Twitter, LeeGunner82. And share the content around as well. I always appreciate you guys that do that. I can check the amount of people that do it as well on my analytics. And every month you guys are mad and the comments are lit as well. So keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate it. Anyway, until 9 o'clock, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.